Well, what's up, everybody? How you doing? Thank you for tuning in to a brand new video. I'm not sure what my controller is doing. I think I need a new one. But anyways, hopefully you guys are doing fantastic. And today I'm just going to kind of do the best I can to teach you guys how to drift and give you some tips and tricks. We will go over parts on a separate video because parts can play a whole different factor on how well you do on a certain drift race. That'll be a whole different thing and it'll be a whole separate video. But on just like giving you like the basics on how to drift is one, pick a car, right? I'm going with, as you guys can see, the Murcielago LP640. It's probably one of my favorite ones. If you do want to try something different, they all fairly work the same. Just don't buy the limo. Just don't buy that one. That's just, I mean, it's a funny thing. It's cheap. Buy it, I guess, but don't prioritize your money on buying that limo. The other one would be the Corvette's pretty good. I would definitely go with the Mazda RX7 as well. I'm not a fan of the 370Z, so if you're thinking about that, probably don't do that one. But hey, to each their own. I haven't really tried much other ones. The ones that I kind of enjoyed are the ones that are more customized. So like this one's actually fairly good. I don't think I did anything with that, but anyways, regardless, pick your car of choice. And I like the Murcielago LP640. Now, in order to do drift events, you gotta go to street racing, go to drift, and then before you do any of this, like let's just say you're doing, well, today we're for an example we're gonna be using the airport terminal D. Let's just say it doesn't matter what difficulty you're on, you just cannot pass it because you're not getting enough points on whatever it might be. So what you should do is, since I'm already stationed, hopefully it's daylight. It's daylight. What you need to do is to learn to drift is just go over to these like salt flats area, the Boneville salt flats, and this is the best. It's the smoothest area for learning how to drift. Now these are drift cars, so that's all you head out. I mean, it's pretty simple. But like I said, the reason why you can go to this big open area is because you could feel the way, feel how the car drifts. And I'm not using any brakes at all. Now, if I want to hit, for me, the handbrake is square, so if I hit that, it'll do a really good tight thing. But if you hold it, obviously, it's just gonna chill there. And you're gonna need to learn this on each car because each car does drive differently. So each car, or like I said, each car drives differently, but each race is going to have different tight corners. Some you'll be able to just drag out where you could just hold the line, and you don't want full throttle either. You do not want full throttle because it's just going to do that. Now, if you feather it on like big long turns, you'll be able to just go a lot further. Now, I think I need to get to an actual race in order to show you guys because this is going to be a little more difficult explaining on flat ground. So let's just mob on over there. Hey now, hey, this guy trying to destroy me, trying to run me over, man. All right, so before you even get into a drift, I recommend keeping it automatic. Some people will do it in manual. I like automatic. It's just so easier for me to control. Yeah, we're going to be doing the airport terminal D, so if you're stuck on this one, hey, well, this video will actually help you, assuming, on like the best lines and how to do it. Now, with drifting, you want to have one consistent line, so that means you don't want to hit the walls, because if you hit the walls, here, I'll show you right now, let's see. So as you can see, my points are added up, the combo size, the multiplier is getting up. Now, let's just say I go a little wide here and tap that wall. Everything resets. Then that's what you don't want because look at that. There's the multiplier. Now it's set back down to 8. I hit the wall again. Now if you wait too long to hit another line, so let's just say boom, you see it blinking, and then boom. So you definitely need to keep the lines going. You need to. That gives you a little bit of leeway. So when you're switching, like going right or left, and it'll give you some leeway on that and help you out so you can get readjusted. But if you wait too long, like as you can see here, my multiplier is at 46. Let's just say I'm waiting a little long, and boom, it resets. So you want to not hit walls and you don't want to wait too long before going into your next transition. So now let's go back to it. Let's hit retry, because I probably could have won that one, but why? I just go for another one. They're fairly easy. So now with throttle control, this is where I say don't go manual, because as you can see by the RPM on the bottom left, I'm just feathering the throttle, because the car it's set up as a drift car. This is not my best run, but on these big long turns, a little bit of brake just to kind of flip that back end around, and then not full throttle. And I'll do this on a different car too, just because this Lamborghini has a lot of power for this type of race, or this type of track. This course is definitely a lot smaller, tighter turns, which that Mazda RX7 would do great in. So I kind of had to fix myself there. Alright, there we go. Now, my left analog stick is blasted, so it keeps wanting me to do like hard lefts. So we'll try to fight that. I can still get it. And notice I haven't hit no walls, nor that multiplier has not ran out. Normally that's supposed to be like one whole drift line right there. Oh, almost hit that wall there. Almost hit the wall there, buds. There we go. And just like that. I mean, it's really hard, or I can't really explain much more other than good throttle control. Keep the car sliding. You don't have to go fast. It's not balls to the wall. It really isn't. Like, I'm actually going way too fast for a good score on this track, and haven't done so good. So now my multiplier, as you can see down at the bottom, it's bright yellow. It has maxed out to 187, like I said. You're probably going to wonder why that is, and I'm going to be making a separate video on all of that, and not just for drift parts, but for street racing, drag racing, air race, you name it. It'll be a whole separate video on all of that. So there we go, 722,000. That is definitely not my record. Let's go ahead and see what that record was. I definitely need to get a new controller on standby. Yeah, my record is with the Mazda RX7, 780,000. So not not too bad. Now let's go ahead and bring it on over to the Mazda RX7, and I will show you. Actually, let's do this real quick. I'll show you what you would need to do for feathering the throttle on. Oh no! Need to backtrack a little bit. Let's take these parts. Moving on over to one of my other favorites, the RX7, which is I think a lot cheaper option for this race, and it's a lot more nimble. And also, if you don't want to start a race without practicing, you can literally just drive to the course and just drift whenever you want. And if you're wondering where this drift course is, let's just bring you guys out here, and it's going to be in Miami, Florida, so over yonder. And let's just mob right back down, and boom. And it's going to be Airport Terminal D. You could just fast travel to it, or you could just go to your activities and do it that way, and you could practice the whole track. Oh, we're still sliding. Oh, I thought I was going to keep it. I thought I was going to keep the drift, but this little guy, this little RX-7 can really hold its weight. And you're probably thinking too, well, why don't you just drift and just get a bunch of followers without actually doing the race? Well, once it'll max out that point. There it is. Yeah, after 300 followers, it just maxes out. So let's go ahead and do another run, just to kind of, I don't know, maybe I can explain a couple more things to you guys. But I'm really hoping this helps you out. I don't know the best way to explain drifting, other than just good throttle control, light on the brake. Don't use e-brake at all, like unless you absolutely have to. Don't use the e-brake. Just a little bit of brake one time, just to kind of get your back end to kind of swing around a little bit like this, and then that's it. And just avoid walls and keep the one line going. Some people's multipliers will be a lot lower, but again, I'll make a separate video on that. So, and it's not all about being fast either. It's just gathering the points. and learning the car. See, this one whips around a lot harder than that Lambo. So, and if you're coming up on a wall a little too fast, like this, just let out the gas. Don't hit the brakes. Just let out the gas. It'll slow itself down. And that's what the feathering is for, of the throttle. And then whip these corners. I don't really know the best way to go through those. And maybe that's where the people who do this in manual are probably like, hey, you just keep it in second gear and let it rip. Maybe, but I just don't do that. And it works for me. But anyways, I'm gonna finish up this race, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed, and if you did, you know, definitely if you're new, the channel's growing like crazy, and it would mean the world to me if you guys hit that subscribe button, hit that like rating, hit that share button. You guys know the deal. I try to keep all my videos as raw as possible, and as short and to the point as possible. Sometimes I get a little off track, like I did today, but other than that, just trying to help y'all out. And, you know, I put in almost 3,000 hours into this game, so I know a little bit of it. I would say. Oh, there's the wall. I know a little bit, not a lot of it, but a little bit. So, and I notice a lot of people are playing this game now, and I want to help. I want to help because it's going to help you guys in the future when you buy the Crew Motorfest. And that kind of might be confusing, but it'll make sense on future videos. So anyway, let's see if we beat our score. Oh, I'm gonna hit that wall. Boink. I felt it. I felt it coming. I felt it coming. But hey, 734,000. We'll definitely take it. Alright guys, well, thank you guys for watching. Again, hopefully this helped. Go out there, just come to the track. Come to the track. Race, get the feel of your car before you actually hit the race, and yeah, we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care. Goodbye.